Hello, today for my Week 11 persuasion speech, I will be talking about why I believe steroids should be legalized in the United States and professional sports. So, millions of athletes around the world, and especially in the United States, because sports are so popular in the United States, use steroids, whether it be baseball, um, football, basketball, uh, track, any sport. Any athletes are going to use whatever tools they have at their disposal to make them better at that sport and level the playing field, if you will. The reason I say level playing field because millions of athletes already use steroids. Um, it's just a matter of who gets drug tested and who gets caught. For example, when Lance Armstrong got caught using performance enhancing drugs, he got stripped of all of his Tour de France medals and titles. When every other cyclist in that competition what were using them, which I think is wrong when he was kind of the scapegoat of that situation. But anyways, there are many different types of steroids. There's a drug used for many different purposes. There's a drug called Winstrol that is mainly used for endurance athletes. Like track athletes will use it for to increase their speed and basically so they can run longer and run faster and just push their bodies to the limit basically. And there are things like Deca, and there's many different names for the drug that are used in like strength sports like weightlifting, powerlifting, strongman, and um, just events like that. But anything is bad when you go over the threshold of moderation. For example, Tylenol is healthy until you take a bottle of it, and it's kind of the same principle with steroids. Steroids has been shown to increase blood pressure and bad cholesterol in the blood, and you have cases where strongmen they take growth hormone and Deca and just everything under the sun basically, but they also weigh 420 pounds, and but they're also deadlifting over 1,000 pounds. That's the extreme. It's very bad on your heart, liver. It's bad on your entire body. But that's obviously the extreme. Um, Same thing with alcohol. Drink too much alcohol, there's going to be negative side effects. But for the most part, people can live a long, healthy life drinking alcohol their entire life, as long as they don't overdo it. And um, for steroids to be illegal, it forces athletes to acquire them from an outside source, mainly the black market, and forces them to go to places like Mexico where it is legal, where people just basically make it out of their homes and just pray for the best and they take it. Whereas if it was legal, the FDA could regulate the drugs and ensure athletes are getting the proper drugs and quality drugs, and also give them the information they need to take it properly, dosage it properly, and basically the do's and don'ts of taking steroids, and ensure they're checking their blood work and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's steroids mainly being taken by some dude you know at the gym who knows some other dude, um, and you're just hoping for the best and taking their word for it, basically. Um, and Another reason I believe they should be legalized is if alcohol is legalized, then I don't see why steroids shouldn't be. Steroids are commonly used to increase one's well being, whether it be financially or just physically, because some steroids, such as testosterone, have been shown to increase mood, focus, energy, and just overall well being. And for alcohol to be legalized when alcohol has no true benefit other than basically social vibrance and um, increases your, I guess, perception of things and makes you have more fun, which I think is kind of wrong. Um, and at the same time, millions of athletes are already using it, so why not legalize it and regulate it? And at the end of the day, athletes are going to use whatever tools they have at their disposal to get to that level of success where they're making millions of dollars, whether it be in sponsorships, awards, or just milestones. Um, they're going to use whatever they have to make it to that level. It's worth it to them, and it usually pays off in the long run. And on the other end of the spectrum, it's honestly the spectators and the audience of those sports that forces athletes to do that. Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to go to a weightlifting meet and see something they've already seen before, or pay money to go see a track event or the Olympics where people run the same times they have before. It's not really a matter of who gets first. It's more of a matter of, obviously it's a matter of who gets first, but people want to see records get broken. People want to see, like at a weightlifting competition, they want to see that record being broken every year. They want to see people get faster. They want to see people get bigger, stronger, and that's what's kind of morphed the athletic community in a sense into the extreme of what it is today. And things like that wouldn't happen without performance enhancing drugs.